before I can even boot him. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into this game. We have a Tier 1 matchup. I suppose I'll get the camera back on the game instead of my ugly-ass face. It is going to be HaN versus NinjoOb, or Noob, or Jew, or, you know, whatever you want to call him. In the top right corner, though, spawning on the starting map, Benzene for Team Beast. Can it be their savior? It's going to be HaN.
Alright, guys, and in the bottom left-hand corner... Oh, man. Ear burps. But anyway, spotting in the bottom left-hand corner as the Blue Terran, we have the man, the myth, the legend, who no one knows how to pronounce his name for sure. We have NinjoOb, NinjoOb, NinjoOb. Yeah, that guy.
NinjoOb. I can't say I've heard that one before. I'll have to let him know in our little Discord channel. Like, yeah, you have a new AKA. It's called NinjoOb. Man, do SCVs have, like, the most badass helmets on, or what? These guys are sick.
You know what?
When you zoom in all the way.
They look like Meta Knight in, like, a mech suit.
Yeah. Sick. These drones are all squirmy and bug-like. Just want to stomp them with my boot. Like,
SCVs are actually intimidating looking, though. They've got, like, these, like, giant jetpacks on the top of their shit.
Well, to be fair, imagine a drone. I mean, they look so small because they're on our computer screen, but when an SCV's next to them, they're the same size. Imagine seeing a bug that's the same size of you. How freaked out would you be?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the funniest thing, though, is that SCVs, like, don't walk. Like, they just float with, like, their little feet, like, kind of, like, up in the air.
Yeah, just kicked out in front of them. They're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, they're just, like, flying around in
They
the
got
little
hover heelys going on, you know. Except without the wheels, because who needs them? We float. We're in space.
Did I ever tell you what SCV stands for, by the way?
Oh, you know, I should know this since I'm a Terran main, but,
Stands for Space Construction Vehicle.
That's right, yeah. I knew that, too, because probably you told me. Someone told me. Space construction vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Now that I said it, I should remember it.
Makes a lot of sense when you think about it, because that's pretty much all they do. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
15 HP. HaN going for the kill.
Going for broke.
Who does HaN think he is? A Protoss player? Come on. Look at this guy! HaN! Don't you do it, you filthy, filthy man.
And now the Marine's out, so
If he gets it!
He's gonna have to be quick.
Oh, it's so low!
He fires the wrong one. He's got to get out of here. Too bad, so sad.
Yeah, but the Marine got juked.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna kill
so the drone gets out.
It's tough to kill the drone, man. They're slippery. They're bugs. They slide right past.
True. It's true, but if there was ever a time that you could get that, it would be if he was going for that kill, man. But even still, HaN with some pretty sick micro. Unfortunately, unable to finish off that last SCV, but hey, you know, not the worst thing in the world here. In a great Overlord position over the natural expansion, so HaN looking to set himself up for a very nice early part of the game here. And that's not something that I'm super surprised about. HaN is maybe my favorite Zerg in the CPL. Extremely well known for his aggressive play, so we should see a pretty interesting game coming out of him.
He is certainly a fun Tier 1 Zerg to watch. Me and Rock, I think. Did we cast one of his games from week 2? I'm pretty sure we did, and it was a nail biter.
Yeah, I love his ZVP specifically. He's always on the map, sharking around with his whole army, looking to just take any fight he can take, because he just loves getting all up in there with his very powerful, aggressive army. So, but yeah, I'm really quite a big fan of him. He's also a really great dude in general, does a lot to help support the StarCraft Brood War scene, not just the CPL, but also things like he does all the graphics and a lot of the networking for Zero, for the BSL. And he is in contact with a good number of the Korean StarCraft community as well. So just a very solid dude overall. One of my favorite dudes in the... I don't know if he speaks Korean. I think he might, just on the basis that he talks to people like Larva and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, you would think so. He talks to Larva.
Yeah. I mean,
that's
like,
crazy to me.
Yeah, he was the one, I believe, who spoke to the Koreans about coming over for the Russian land. So yeah, pretty cool dude.
Yeah, that's super dope. I was not aware he was involved that much.
Yeah. He does a lot for some Broodwardians.
It looks like he's going to have some happy fun times with 3-hatch Muta. And on the other side, we got our eBay first, so we're going to be getting that early +1 upgrade. We're just now getting the second racks, so he's preferring to go that traditional +1 5 rack style, it looks like. Or maybe he'll cut it short with a 3 rack stack, we'll see.
Yeah,
what a lot of Terrans have been doing recently is getting a second racks after CC. So you build your second, your expansion, and immediately after the first thing gets a second barracks. I gotta say, I really have been enjoying that play. Just makes it more safe and more robust.
Well, and if the Zerg gets all greedy, you can just go over and kill him.
Exactly.
But yeah, no,
it keeps the Zerg honest.
I think, honestly, I think +1 5 racks just in general is still such a fantastic build. There are some counters to it, but like no one likes to play them because they're kind of all-in-y. You know, a great way to fight against +1 5 racks is to go Lurker in the mid game, but then like the counter to that is you just, instead of getting Science Vessels, you get double dropship right away, and that's very powerful. So I think +1 5 racks is just still such a solid way to play the game. And especially versus Muta, this is probably the hardest standard style of Terran to play Muta against because of just the ridiculously large number of bio units that are on the field. And dealing with those as they come across the map with your Mulos can be very difficult. You need really great Mulos micro. So +1 5 racks would be personally the build that I recommend to all new players in the CPL who are looking to find that one style to get started with. But it is a difficult style to play nonetheless because macroing, you know, bio units is still very difficult.
Yeah, but I would say it's definitely the best first build to learn. Really gets your feet wet. It's very powerful against Zergs. Lower level Zergs, it's a nightmare for them to control against Stim.
Oh yeah.
Medic Marine. I mean, it's tough.
Oh yeah, and you just die a lot of the time to the initial push. The intention isn't even necessarily to kill the Zerg with the initial push, but because of the amount of units that you have and how weak Zerg layer units are against large groups of bio, you can just often run over your opponent with almost no losses.
Yeah, I mean, Zerg stuff doesn't have too much health, you know, so bio just tears it apart really quickly.
Well,
but we'll see how his micro is with these Mutas. I gotta say, I was pretty impressed with Action recently in the KSL. Had some sick micro.
Ooh. There aren't really many turrets defending the main mineral line now.
Not being able to get that second turret here in the natural is a super bummer.
But
loses a
the
ton
army
of these
is out of
Mutas.
position, though. I was scared. I thought there were more Mutalists because this could have gotten.
Yeah, no, he lost a ton. He was getting brutalized by 4 turrets there as he was trying to take him down, and then he didn't even get the second turret there. The repair was on point.
Yeah, I kind of had hoped that instead he would have gone kind of into this back left-hand area and abused the fact that there's no turrets actually covering the mineral line. Like, obviously, these turrets, if you're coming in from the right side, we're going to do a great job at taking out a bunch of needles before they can get to your mineral line. But if you go, you know, directly down the left-hand portion of the map, there's no turrets that can really deal with Mutos behind the mineral line right now.
Yeah, the trouble with that, though, is all the barracks are there, and it was just a short, quick trip for those Marines to get over there. I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't build 1 turret here on the high ground for the division. Oh, that's good engagement for the wings.
That was a pretty strong, quite a nice little engagement, as a matter of fact.
Wasn't bad. Wasn't great.
That was very effective. Well, it was great when you think about how effective Zerglings normally trade in this matchup. Sure, like, he's not
that was the best
spot.
Best he could have done.
Look at this. Now we have the Lurkers on their way up to the 3rd base just in time. Ooh, and burrowing on the low ground. Are we going to have a scan on the low ground, or are we going to get a whole position
He already
Lurker?
scanned it. He already scanned it. He knows that they're there.
I thought he scanned to the left.
No, he scanned it. He saw it. He didn't see this top one, though. This top one could get him, but that scan found it.
Alrighty, HaN now.
Oh, man. Oh, losing those Lurkers is a super bummer.
Yeah, if Han had engaged a little bit sooner with the Muto Ball, the Lurkers likely would have been able to do a little bit more damage. But unfortunately, there's just an overwhelming number of bionic units here right now. And this is bad news bears for Han, as losing the third is a significant setback that can be very often game-ending as the Terran ramps up into their extremely powerful massing all those bio units and getting all those science felses in the mid-game.
Yeah, really sucks for a Zerg, man. They really need those 3 gases to operate against Terran. As we were saying earlier, the Bioforces just wipe out everything of Zergs from their layer tech. So you really need that 3rd gas to produce hive units.
But look at Han, just
good engagement.
Aggressive as always, just fighting all over the map as much as he possibly can. And those bio units go down for a very, very low cost of 2 lurkers, and we have 4 more Marines that should be able to get cleaned up down here at the 4th base, or the bottom right-hand base rather. So this is overall pretty nice. Look at the bio force; it's really not where you want it to be right now.
He's got about a control group and a half. Yeah, not allowing those 2 forces to combine. That's really huge for him.
Look at Han though, he's just so aggressive with his lurkers. They haven't done very much because they keep getting caught out at like the worst possible times.
Yeah, I can't even get a burrow off on that one, and this one keeps getting body blocked by Lings.
He's gonna get blocked by Lings.
And he gets it back.
Right. The Sunkens.
There's plenty of Sunkens here. NinjoOb's definitely gonna have to back up here. But
yeah,
I mean, he's stuck on 2 bases, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be contained
he could
for
just
a very
choke
long
him
time.
out.
Han's got now 5 Mutos heading towards his opponent's side of the map.
5 just isn't very many though. There's 3 turrets here. That's...
Yeah, you don't even really one-shot a SCV with 5, unfortunately. Oh, but they're turning into Guardians!
Oh boy!
Oh,
I did not
Lord.
see the Greater Spire, and we already have the Defiler Mound up too, so that's good.
Yeah, this is a really great decision, I think, from Han. If you can't take your 3rd, you need to way back into the game, and this could be very irritating to deal with because the path to get out from your natural expansion all the way around to get onto the high ground where you can hit these guys is really difficult, and you don't have the power generator being destroyed yet, so you can't really power that down anytime soon with bio units. So these guys could be in a pretty fantastic position to be doing damage to this natural mineral line, and all Han really has to do is hold on for a little bit and not die to this bio push. And he's got defilers and lurkers, so that shouldn't be too difficult of a proposition at all.
Yeah, and these Guardians smacking up all these SCVs at the Nat.
The Radiates now dealing damage to some of the lurkers at the natural expansion of Han. First, Defiler gets out here, and the bio units are going to have to back up because we have Lings under Swarm that they're not going to be able to break through. The Swarm continues to move forward, and this is pretty fantastic.
Big Swarm here, and he's not pulling out. There he goes.
Yeah,
losing a lot of extra units.
NinjoOb really did need to back up. Now Han filtering a couple of too many Zerglings into that bio army, but this is still just not a bad position for him to be in. Even snuck a drone to take the bottom right-hand corner base.
My goodness. Yeah, that drone had been sitting there for a little while. Will he finally have Wraiths? He's going to have to lift this CC. Oh my goodness. He's not just going to lose this, is he?
Oh, no, I hope not, but it's looking like it. We're getting so close.
Oh my god. What is happening? I don't believe it.
And the natural expansion gets sniped while there's a fight on the other side of the map. This is the power of taxing your opponent's multitask, especially at these lower levels, because you don't have 500 APM to be able to deal with fights all over the map. And now that the natural expansion is gone and Han is getting his 3rd base up, if we can just get lurkers on top there with 1 defiler to defend it, Han is going to be in an absolutely fantastic position.
Yeah, and he already has all the tech. I mean, defilers are already out on the field and everything. Losing...
This Guardian getting brave out here, like poking one.
Trying. He's got 6 kills. I mean, he did some work. But yeah.
And Han now counterattacking on the other side of the map, although a couple of Zerglings going to not do too well versus these Bioforces, so the Lurker's going to have to catch up before we get over here. But there is a Defiler with his army as well, and an engagement over here on 2 Lurkers doesn't go very well for the Lurkers at all, and we only have 3 Sunkens pretty much with a Guardian or so.
Yeah, not having a Defiler here is pretty scary. He has money for it. So should definitely be building that. Oh my goodness, is he going to lose his Defiler to Wraiths?
Okay, we
no,
placed the
it.
Dark Storm just in time. Look at that, 7 HP though. That's so scary.
Oh, the fire bats!
Fire bats coming
Fire bats!
in,
Fire bats! They got it!
they're spreading out, nice, and this is gonna be able to take out these lurkers most likely. Well, actually, there's only.
God, fire bats are crazy. Unbelievable.
They're so good.
Oh!
They start out with one
got
armor
it.
too. I don't know if not very many people know that.
And here on the other
bust
side,
here-
yeah, the bust has happened. All Sunkens go down. We do have Swarm. A couple of
2 lurkers
consumes,
now.
but there's no units left. He's got 2 lurkers, but he's not putting it underneath the Swarm.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Han's doing right now. We gotta burrow these, buddy. Luckily, the hatchery is gonna be saved, and I still think that this is not a terrible position for Han. Sure, you get the front busted, but you know you've got 4 hatcheries here at the natural expansion.
How many drones did he lose? I think he lost all the drones.
Yeah.
I think he lost them all at the nat. I don't think he
At
ferried
the
them.
natural, yeah, no, that's true.
But that's a ton. I mean, he only has 8 mining at the main, and none at the third.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Right now, you're on Hive Tech, and so the main
The ketchup.
defensive units that you're going to be using are going to be just lurkers and defilers, which are both extremely
They're not cheap.
gas-heavy units. Well, they are cheap on minerals, though. That's the thing. A lurker costs like 100 minerals. And
Well,
defiler
defilers
costs
are
like-
only good when paired with lings, so I know
Well,
those
or
aren't
lurkers.
expensive either. But
Well, yeah, but they're good with lurkers.
you need to, but you need to
turtle
consume
up.
them, is what I mean.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
That plague was sick though. Every single medic is completely out of energy, so that's dope.
Yep, Han just now fighting to keep himself in this game for a little bit longer. He knows that, he did take out that natural expansion, so that was a significant economic blow for him. But it looks like his third base is finally getting found out here by these couple of wraiths. So this is not going to stay up for very much longer, most likely. We're even getting units now poked down by the wraiths here, but we do have a couple.
Well, we got a drop
Spirit on
coming in the
way.
main.
And there is nothing to stop this drop here at all. All the defenses are now fucked.
Yeah, he just GG's immediately. He
He's
knows it's over.
immediately, yeah. Well, wow, what an exciting game. Very cool strategy out of Han, but unfortunately that bust at the front really did him in.
Yeah, I mean, he got his third killed in that game also. So it was a while ago, but we can't forget about that. He lost his third, and then lost all of the drones to the natural. That was just a little bit too much. I'm kind of surprised after he killed the Terran natural. I really didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, science vessels are pretty fantastic units to have when you're on a low economy, and Han didn't really do a great job at sniping those out very often throughout the map. So even though he wasn't able to produce a ton of army, NinjoOb, whatever, but he used those to great effect. When you're on a low econ versus low econ, you want to really use those units that get essentially free damage. You're only spending energy, and you're really depleting the resources that your already limited opponent has to deal with everything. So it was very well done overall. NinjoOb's showing to be an extremely strong player.
Yeah, he is quite a strong Terran. Definitely high up there on the tier 1 list, I gotta say. I don't know what his MMR is, but he's been killing a lot of people, that's for sure. Alright, and it looks like the Zerg player gonna go into Circuit Breakers, the best map, I think, ever made in Brood War. Would you agree?
Yeah, I totally agree. My favorite map by far.
It's just excellent macro map. I do like some of the 2-player ones, though. Autobahn is pretty cool. I'm a fan of that one.
Oh yeah, I like Autobahn a lot as well.
It's a great map for...
I don't really like Sylphid that much.
No, not a fan. I like Sylphid a lot.
I don't.
You like the bad map, Aztec, I'm sure.
I actually don't like Aztec. Like, I get that it's really Zerg favored,
Yeah,
but as a
super
map, I don't
Zerg
like
favorite.
it. Yeah, I like playing on it. I'll take Aztec any day. If anyone wants to throw me that bone, let's go for it. But I don't like the map as a map, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I like Circuit Breakers not because it's a Zerg advantage, but rather that it encourages big macro games in any matchup.
Yeah, that's true. Well, except for ZVZ. There's never a big macro game for you.
Well, yeah, but even still, like, so, for example, in CVZ, okay, let's introduce our players. The bottom right-hand corner spawning as a purple Zerg, we have IRK's Han.
And in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the Red Terran coming off that fresh win on Benzene. It's going to be the Red Terran NinjoOb. Seeing if we can have an all-kill for the No2CareThat squad tonight. I gotta say, I'm a little surprised. I didn't see this coming. I did not check the replays. I didn't know who won what. I just picked 4 random replays, and this is what's happening. Anyways, what were you saying with the ZVZ on Circuit Breakers? Something special? You might be muted.
No, I was typing. So, but yeah, no. So in ZVZ, if there was a map to encourage macro play, it's actually this one. Like, obviously, you're never gonna get to like big, like 5 base macro in ZVZ, or generally not. But
so you get to 2 base? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but like, so you can like
what a big macro game!
You can 12 hatch in ZVZ on
yeah,
this map way more securely.
Yeah. That's a big map, and it's 4 players. So.
It's not just that it's a big map, though, and that it's 4 players. It's a big map, and it's 4 players, and the scouting direction is vertical. So you send your Overlord vertically, right? And if you don't see your opponent, you still have 2 bases to choose from where your opponent is. Whereas when you have like maps that are like, rotationally symmetrical, like Fighting Spirit, if you miss with your first Overlord, you'll still see your opponent's Overlord and know where they are. So with a 12 hatch, you're less likely to get 9 pulled with a first scout than you are on other maps. So it's just easier to get that 12 hatch down. It's easier to play more macro oriented builds than it is on things like Fighting Spirit.
This was interesting.
Yeah. The rotational symmetry makes it easier to 9 pull people than vertical symmetry.
Fun ZVZ facts. I know nothing about ZVZ other than all you ever see is Lings, Mutas, Scourge, and drones.
Yep. But here we go. So we do have 3 hatch as per the norm from HaN here. And NinjoOb going for a very standard 1 Rax expand as well. Let's see how he decides to follow up with that. Most likely going to be another 5 Rax, though. Worked once. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Am I right?
That's true. I mean, that's the build I go with almost every single game. I tried a 1-1-1 recently. It didn't end out well for me, which it never does. There's too much crap that you have to worry about. Too much stuff you have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
It's
1-1-1 is
it's just too hard.
Difficult build.
Yeah.
It is so incredibly good. It's like almost indomitably strong if you don't, if you don't get killed in the early game.
I think it's starting to fall out of favor a little bit.
Well, it's only falling out of favor because Zergs are anticipating it now and going 2 hatch way more often, going for the Hydra busts and stuff like that way more often. But even still, like, those builds you can beat with a 1-1-1. If you don't die, like, the 1-1-1 follow-up push is the thing that makes it so scary. Like, the 10-minute 1-1-1 push is almost impossible to kill.
Well, because you've been forced into so much stuff that you don't want, traditionally.
Yeah, you have to get, like, a Hydra den to get, like, 2 or 3 Hydralisks, and then you need to get, a Spire to deal with, like, the potential for a bunch of science vessels to start irradiating crap really early.
Well, yeah, you have to make Scourge super early to try and take care of these stupid little annoying Wraiths or Valkyries, if that's the route that the Terran goes. In one of the CPL matches, I did see someone go mass Valks, had like 6 of them, and then just moved out of the map with them because the Zerg player went Mutas, and they didn't have like decent Hydras yet. So he just didn't know what to do. Lost all of his Overlords. I think he had like 4 supply because he had 4 hatcheries.
So annoying, man. But yeah, like, so that's why the more 1-1-1 gets kind of figured out on the professional side, the more to me it feels kind of like a really slow cheese. It's kind of like to me it feels like a tech cheese. Like, you just get all the tech that you could possibly want, and all you have to do is not die. But there's so many ways to die. It's like incredibly difficult to not just get killed while you're still moving your way up there.
Never heard of someone calling that a tech cheese, but we do have a ton of Lings piling in here, getting on top of the Marines. Not gonna be enough.
Here. They're trading pretty good.
Yeah, not gonna be enough.
Well,
but
you say that.
Oh! Wow!
That is fantastic. These are speedlings too, so they're gonna be able to just run around and be annoying. The medic is out here by herself, just chilling at the top of the ramp, not able to even help out very much over here. But this is fantastic, you know? You're not necessarily trying to get infinity SCV kills. You just destroyed the first push.
The bio ball.
Nothing to worry about for
right,
a while
and behind this is the big problem. It's all the mutas. Like, we have 2 Marines. It's not enough to fend off mutas. We have no turrets yet. He doesn't even know that it's mutas because he never got a scout. His comm stats aren't even up yet. This is going to be game ending, just about, I think. 9 mutas, no turrets.
9 mutas can kill all of the Marines and then camp the production. You'll never get another alive Marine out of here.
Well, at least he scans the spire immediately. Starts throwing down some turrets. Looking like we're going to get something finished.
HaN,
he's not jumping in there.
Natural. Yeah.
I mean, he should have.
But even still,
this
is not enough Marines to really deter the turret snipes. You can just snipe all 3 of these turrets with these guys if you've got good micro here. And what are the Marines going to do? They're just going to sit down there and hold position to death. First turret down, but not as devastating of damage as you would hope to see out of these early mutalisks. But we got a second turret down, and this is enough that HaN can just cliff micro against these guys and do pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, this is the real difference between seeing a CPL player and then seeing action. I watched HaN's games in the KSL the other night, and he had all the Marines lined up single file like that, and he killed them all without losing a single muta.
Yeah. Here's the thing, too, though. You know, like, when you talk about pros versus, amateurs, you can see that HaN is pulling his mutalist back while he's doing macro stuff. We've got the Queen's Nest almost finished up here. We've got Lurker upgrade most likely done. Lurkers are morphing into the by the 3rd here. So yeah, sure, he's not spending a million years microing these mutalisks for forever, but that's because he knows that it's more important to get your Lurkers on the field to get your hive going than it is necessarily to try and kill your opponent with these mutalisks, because he hasn't committed to mutalist upgrades. He isn't just continuing to spam millions of mutalisks here. That's not the intention. But he has done almost fatal damage just to the SCV line. There's like no natural economy here right now, and he's gonna continue to snipe turrets with this.
He's done a great job. I think he made a total of 10 mutas, and he still has 8. He's only lost 2. Oh.
Yep. We have Lurkers in position to defend the 3rd. We've got a Lurker and a Sunken here. If HaN just floats this Overlord over his Lurker, it's going to be really annoying to kill because you're not going to be able to focus it down. HaN now preparing more defenses, but the Mutalisks are back here at home to try to assist with this defense. This is the very last option, essentially, for NinjoOb right now. If he doesn't kill this, which he very possibly could.
That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of
yeah.
stuff. Too many speedlings, mutas, even had a Lurker there.
Yeah, that Lurker got some fantastic spines.
Oh boy.
Too.
Gonna lose all
looks
the
like
medics
NinjoOb
too.
is out of gas here. He's gonna continue to fight it out, but I mean, HaN isn't just like if this is like the wet dream of all Zerg macro stances right now. Like, you are not scared of anything. You're gonna get your hive. You're gonna take your 4th base lightning fast. You're gonna have 4 gases. Make all of the freaking Ultralisks and just roll your opponent in a little while. And HaN didn't even lose his Mutalisk count entirely. He's just going to go in here and get some more juicy SCV kills.
Yeah, I mean, and his Muta harass was really good. I mean, he was killing turrets, killing SCVs. Oh,
are these going to be hold position? Oh man, if these are on hold position and the army moves out. Oh, but we're going for a sneaky counterattack here coming around the south side of the base. This is not a bad decision right now. This is I like the way that NinjoOb is playing this. He has to get aggressive. He has to deal damage. You cannot let this Zerg sit on his laurels and just drone away. But HaN is going to see this with this Overlord very well positioned down at the 6 o'clock. And now he knows just time to bring my defenses back. And look at this. Now the hold position Lurkers getting sent home. Army now leaving. This is just very smart moves out of NinjoOb. I'm very impressed with his decision making right now.
Well, we have the hive, and the Greater Spire almost done. He is going to Have a bunch of mute guardians in the natural again, and it's going to be devastating this time. Did he just scan? No, he did not.
Yeah, I mean, even still, we do have double Stargate on the way, but the amount of time that it's going to take to create race enough to really blow these guardians out of the air is it's gonna take quite a long time. And in the meantime, his natural expansion is going to go and get totally raided.
That, and he doesn't know about the Greater Spire yet, so he's going to go Vessels first, and I'm sure he's not going to want to cancel those for Wraiths. We'll see what happens, though.
Well, there we go, though. 7 Guardians on their way to the natural expansion, already slaughtering the SCV count, doing tons of damage here, and there is absolutely nothing to deal with this right now.
And he tries to make 2 Wraiths, and he makes 1 and lifts the other starport by mistake. I think he was trying to lift. I think he was trying to lift the CC, which he does do, so he's not going to lose it this time, which is
so
good.
Painful, though. You're getting sent back to your main base once again.
And HaN being smart.
Only on 1 base economy.
He's not overextending with the Guardians, because you don't want them out in the open versus Marines. They can get on top of the Guardians and kill them. But he's just picking them off from the edges. He's losing a ton. Snipes a couple down, but
here's
kills.
the first Wraith, but we got Scourge already in position to deal with it.
Oh my goodness.
Look at
HaN,
this.
what is going on? The legend.
This third is like completely unassailable. We got 6, count them, 6 lurkers at the top of that ramp. Got our Defiler at the natural expansion as well. And our opponent is busy making race out of his starports, so how is he going to be able to make any dropships to deal with this? Guess what, Boss Ross? He freaking can't, man.
No, he cannot at all. And even more Scourge coming in. Oh, there's only 1. But NinjoOb's going to go ahead and GG anyways. This game is solidly over. If it wasn't over there, he could have taken a long 10 more minute route until Ultras kill him, but nevertheless, that would be the case.
Well, sick, dude. We're going to go ahead and get into the final game of our final series for the night. Looking forward to it. But guys, if you could do me a favor, just give Boss Ross a follow here on Twitch real quick. Help this guy grow his channel a little bit so we can get more people in here, talk about it, see the CPL cast, and hang out with us. That'd be fantastic. And make sure you come in and join the CPL Discord. Support everyone who's doing good shit for the community, especially Laser Snipe and Python, as they have been just committing so much time to running the CPL and getting all of our new players into the game. So this is a pretty awesome event that they put on, and so please, if you can, pop in the Discord just to thank them for their time and the effort they're putting into this, because they're saints for doing this, man.
Yeah, big shout outs to the admins, man. They're the best. We wouldn't be here without them, obviously. Awerdy was the original, I believe, with Master and Snipe and Python come along. But yeah, I mean, they do a ton of work, and I certainly wouldn't be playing StarCraft if it wasn't for them. I actually, a fun story, when I bought Remastered back in like April of this year. I haven't been playing that long. But I was like, oh, ladder, that's kind of cool, because, you know, that wasn't around on the original Battle.net. And I just got stomped like 6 or 7 games in a row, like didn't stand a chance, like absolutely slaughtered. I actually played a game against Sham 2, which was pretty funny. They did not go well. So I googled bad StarCraft players, and that is how I found the CPL. So here I am. Thanks Google, thanks admins for getting me into StarCraft, making me a better StarCraft player. I've had a hell of a time, met a lot of real cool people along the way. It's just been a blast.
That's super dope, man. And no sauce, I hope you get yourself on a really cool team with a cool coach that you really jive with, and get to learn the game a little bit better. I'm glad that you've been enjoying the cast and having a good time in the chat, man. So yeah, please join the community, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Member of the CPL? Well, here, let me.
He just said he re-downloaded it and is joining the CPL.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Let me drop you the link, friend. You know, since my co-caster here must be too busy not obsing games, to drop a link.
Excuse me, what was that?
That was a quick shot, buddy.
Oh, okay. That's fine. It's alright, you know. Cloud chasers always gotta hate, you know. It's just
Cloud chasers. Well, I'm not
It's what
cloud
comes-
chasing right now. I'm
it's what comes with the fame.
drowning my non-famous sorrows. Maybe I'll be famous like Doc Holliday one day. Dude, honestly, I do want to be affiliated. I want to have emotes. I think
Oh,
that'll
we'll
be
get you
fun.
affiliate. That's the easiest fucking shit in the world.
I know.
We'll get you affiliate in
you
no
need
time.
you need to stream for like 8 hours in a month and have an average of 3 viewers. So I think we'll get there.
And the bots count, like Positivity Bot and like Electric.
Those count?
Yeah, they count.
Oh my god. Hell yes.
You'll get affiliated in fucking no time.
I
It's
probably
the
just
easiest
never
shit.
fulfilled the time requirements then, because it's not often. But I want to start streaming more, so hopefully
Yeah, man.
that'll be a thing
we'll
I
get
can stick
you
to.
in on the stream train, bro.
Hex, yeah. And I
Now
really
that you
wanna,
don't have a retarded fucking stream URL, Jesus, Wahav to.
you know, I don't even want to talk about it. Let's just hop into this game. It's just, you know, that was my ID for like 15 years, man. Like ever since my Halo days.
That's dope.
You know, way
You
back.
can. I
then.
mean, I don't hate on it. I'm just saying it's a hard one to explain to people when
Yeah,
you're like
it's just-
casting or whatever.
Well, back in the day,
Difficult to
in
tell
that
people about.
Xbox Live days, there was these things called 2 months, and it came with every single game. And if you actually got into a blockbuster when like new releases happened, they wouldn't take the 2 months out, so you could like jack a whole bunch of them. But it was basically Xbox Live for free for 2 months. But you can't use them with existing accounts. You have to make a new account. So you just keep making new accounts. And V became like the term for that. Like you'd have your ID, which was Waha for me, and then I used another 2 months, so it became V2, and then I just started paying for Xbox Live, so I just always
That's so
had
funny.
V2. But people would like have like V11. It was ridiculous.
So you would go to Blockbuster and like open up all the the display cases that didn't have the games.
Oh,
but they
yeah.
still have like the little.
When new
so
games
funny.
came out, like yeah, they'd have like 8 of them on the shelf, and you just open up every box and take them all. You just hope that
that's
some other
hilarious.
kid hadn't rated them all yet.
Alrighty, guys, that's a fantastic. I had no idea, but let's get ahead and get on into this game real quick here in the bottom left-hand corner, spawning as the yellow Zerg, bringing it back to game number 3. We have one of my favorite players in the whole wide world, Mr. HaN.
And the top left corner, his opponent is going to be the Teal Terran NinjoOb or NinjoOb, whichever you want to go with. Both are
Start
perfectly
calling him
acceptable.
NinjoOb.
just
It's gonna drive him
just for the
insane.
laughs. Well, I think Chess actually chased Reindeer away from the CPL because he kept calling him Reindeer when his name is Rander. That's not actually what happened, but that's what I'm saying happened.
Randir, I don't forget. That's great. Well, HaN going for the middle scout here.
Yeah, went for the
double-checking.
cross.
Yeah, it's so. I think the reason why is because it's such a great spot to put proxies.
Yeah, it's a double purpose scout.
Yeah. So you're checking for the proxy, and then obviously you're in the middle, so you might as well just go the rest of the way to the bar scout. But unfortunately, he's going to be scouting his opponent last. Not the worst thing in the world though, because he does know that he's going to be. It's going to be the top left, and he has his overlord already in position, so he's just going to run over the cliff here, so he can continue to get the scouts on things like move outs and stuff. But everything looking pretty standard arena right now here. Looks like we're run racks expand from our Terran player, and most likely going to be a 3 hatch out of HaN. And there goes the 3rd hatch in just a second here. So everyone playing super normal standard mode, and
Yes.
on the super normalist standardist map nonetheless.
Yep, no surprise, right? It was actually funny. I casted a couple of nights ago with Rock. It was silly, man. It was a 7-hour cast. We casted 9 series.
Yeah, I know, because I was
was
like
sick.
doing shit. And I did a cast, and then I left, and I went to the bathroom, and I cooked some shit, and I came back, and I was like, wait, is this the same cast? What is
Yep,
happening
these dudes
right
are
now?
still going. It was crazy, man. Like, it was super late by the time we were done. We started at 8. So it was like 3 in the morning, which is actually 3 in the morning now, but we didn't start until past 11. Anyways, what I was going for was the starting map. Yeah, dude, I love this game, man. I love casting and being here with everybody. It's fun. Anyways, the starting map was Fighting Spirit, and we saw a good amount of cheese happening, and almost every player was scouting the center early. It was pretty crazy. I was surprised. You know, even watching like tier 3 matches, it's like, why are they scouting the center? That's crazy. So good on people for watching out for the cheese.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad about that, honestly. Like I get crazy greedy.
Same.
And I'm not even just a little greedy. I'll do like greedy build site, but then I just won't even scout.
You're known for the greed, man. 3 hatch before pool
is. 3 hatch before pool,
yes.
But then not even send a drone scout. I'm like, I'm getting every tiny advantage. If I'm gonna lose the cheese, I'm just gonna lose. I'm not gonna like scout it and then lose. I don't care.
You're just gonna flat lose. Screw it.
Yeah.
But if this is gonna be a normal macro game, I'm gonna be ahead.
You know what's funny too is I'm known for being greedy, but I'm also known for being really aggressive and cheesy. So it's like 2 very paradoxical reputations that like really work to my advantage because no one has any idea what they should expect when they go against me.
Well,
what is up with all of these
the Sunkens? Yeah, I was just wondering that. What is happening?
Dude, HaN is freaking out. He must have thought
it's not even 2 barracks. Like, I don't understand.
I think he thinks that he's looking at a sunken bust, but he really isn't.
Yeah, it's just 1 Rex,
He's looking at a really normal ass build. So
wow,
he just terrible
chucked away. Yeah, like 500 minerals. Like, and that's not a paltry amount. Like, we're not 20 minutes into the game on 5 bases where you just have money coming out your ears.
Look at this. He even delayed his second gas to get those up. This is terrible. HaN's mutalisks are gonna be so weak. You're gonna have like 6 or 7 mutalisks at the max when the Spire finishes up. You're not gonna be able to get your 3rd base for way too long here. I mean, like, I have no idea what HaN saw that would scared him this bad, but this is catastrophic.
Yeah, should have just made 2 lanes and moved them across the map to see when the move out was coming. I mean, you can build creep colonies and then Sunkens. Yeah, or even a drone. You can build creeps and then Sunkens. You know, when you see the Terran move out, they'll be done on time.
Well, that's not necessarily true, especially.
Dude, it's downright close. If they stim all the way across the map, then I guess that's
you're
different.
You're right. It is close, but you can die. But I would have liked to see maybe, if you're afraid, 2 Sunkens, and then put the other 2 down once the move out comes.
And don't even morph them. You know, you can have them be creeps.
Yeah, like
he straight morphed all of these as well. I mean, morphing is no small amount. I mean, it's 50 minerals a pop. 4 times, that's 200 minerals. It's a hatchery almost.
And we've only got 6 mutalisks on the way. This is not enough mutalisks to fight any number of bio, basically. Like 3 marines and a medic. Maybe not quite that little, but like 6 mutalisks is nothing.
It's just about, man. Like,
yeah, because the healing from the medics
is crazy. Yeah, I had in one of my games a long time ago, I had 1 SCV kill 3 Hydras with 3 medics there.
Yeah,
and it's an SCV. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, 3 volleys to kill an SCV.
Already 1 muta so low that he has to turn around. So we get what, 1 SCV?
Mm-hmm. Just 1. He has to move this muta to the main. I mean, that thing is gonna die instantly.
We are morphing more Sunkens now.
You have to. What else can he do? He should make even more, to be honest. He should have 10.
This is,
like, this is two control groups of bio, and he's just gonna move to the 3rd. He's gonna say, screw it.
Yeah, we don't have lurkers in position or anything. Not enough mutalisks to even micro against this if he wanted to.
Oh, now, don't sell him short. He does have a Zergling on the ramp. Oh, he scouts it!
Oh, no! Man, if that skin hadn't gone down right at that moment, this whole double control group army would have been gone. That Zergling would have got the jump on this bio, and it would have been over. Now Han with some super sick killer smelling blood in the water.
It looks like he's making the only play
Mutas
he
in
can.
wings.
This is what he has to do.
Can he get it done here?
It's
This
gonna be
is
close.
the
There's no
moment.
medics, so I mean. This
Oh
is...
my gosh, I think he can do this. No!
Oh,
Zerglings,
the wings! Go! Go!
It's not time for your 15-minute break.
Oh, he's losing a lot of the mutas. Oh, not all the Marines are dead. Oh.
That was such an opportunity, but the Zerglings just opting out.
And we're on 5 racks. Starports are coming.
What do you do now? I mean, you got
This
4
is
lurkers
trouble.
here.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
obviously,
Bust.
you're not gonna break this shit.
Bust, bust, bust. That's all you can hope. This Overlord spotting where the army is.
Hopefully, he scans these. You know what? I think he's hoping for a scan at the natural to see no lurkers, that gigantic army to run over these guys, and we hold position the hell out of this giant army. And that could definitely be a way into it.
That would be a huge swing in his favor.
Let's see. Are we gonna see any spines?
Oh yeah, he scans too deep.
Oh!
He did.
Oh my god! Oh my
Oh! He pulled the trigger too early, I feel. Oh!
god!
But still, tons.
Oh yeah, you are so right. That was so close to being the blowout that he needed.
Yeah,
Wasn't
one
quite
lurker
there,
had
but
9.
That's almost all of the medics though, so that's still pretty significant.
Yeah, but I feel like he could have gotten so much more.
Yeah, he could have gotten the whole army if they had just.
The entire army, literally, like. Because if they ran too far, they're gonna run into the Sunkens, and the
Look at
lurkers
this,
are gonna
he's
be behind
cleaning
them.
it up now.
Yeah.
We're cleaning up the main army, and all of a sudden, Han is still behind, but he is not quite.
He needs to
out,
send a
'cause
drone out
what
for the 3rd, and he
fantastic
does.
engagement.
Very good.
I really wish he had a larva left at the 3rd. I wish he just would have made a drone there, because he
Yeah.
could have this expansion done already.
Yep, 100%.
Oh, we're stimming into 5 lurkers. I don't know. It's a pretty
The
good
split
spread,
is pretty
though.
good.
I don't know why he pulled out of that. Honestly, we had a very nice arc
His
here.
scan might have ran out. You know,
Oh yeah, that's.
we
a
have
good
been
point.
using a few of them. We still have 3 though, and oh man, vessels are just now on the way.
Yeah, but here's the deal. Look at the main base. Look at the natural. Realize that we have basically got just these 2 mining bases with like not an excessive amount of drones to transfer to this 3rd. So this 3rd is going to
No
take a
drones to
really long
transfer.
time. Yeah, exactly. This is going to take a really long time to get this 3rd saturated. And even with this macro hatchery coming up now, you really needed to have drones ready to go to saturate this as fast as possible because your 3rd timing is so far behind right now. Alrighty, another contingent of Zerglings now potentially going to try to sweep their way into the natural expansion? I don't know. I think these guys are just waiting to cancel a 3rd or something. But we're very aware of the lurker. Oh, that's the wrong way. Okay, lurkers. Alright, they leave.
I get back home to safety. A little contingency of links. Gonna get 1 Marine. It's kind of rough.
Yeah.
Man, that is just a ton of bio out here on the field.
Yeah, we've got a ton of medics too, you know, so there's no way that this army is going to go down without a fight. These medics may even potentially be able to like glitch out some of the units. Oh, but look at just a buttload of lurkers out here on the field. And they're oriented vertically now, so it's going to be have to be a weird split on the right side or the left side of this in order to engage this with any kind of like really nice efficiency here. But look at that. We got the burrow.
I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, but look at how badly it's doing right now.
That's
All
what I
the
mean.
Marines
That's a lot of
down.
lurkers is what I meant.
Oof. Han playing such a scrappy game right now.
I mean, he's doing
Can't
what he
believe we're
can.
still in this.
Right, yeah, that's what I mean. I thought this game was going to be over. The whole position lurkers earlier really saved him. I mean, he got like 10 or 11 kills with those.
Guys, this is what I'm talking about. Look at Han's army movement, though. He is such an artist when it comes to his usage of his army. Like, they are constantly on the map, constantly finding units moving out. But this is a lot of buy. Oh
yeah,
my
but
god,
this
the Marines
bio's
are
getting
still going
wrecked!
down.
Oh my
It's
god!
all medics
It's only
now. Look at
medics!
all this.
Oh, then the Scourge coming
even the
in!
Vessels.
He wastes Irradiate, his only Irradiate, they both have 10 energy. So these things are useless.
Oh, dude, what if? Oh, it'd be so funny if these Marines died to this. To the irradiate.
To the irradiate. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
man, okay.
That'd have been classic.
It looked like they were heading that way for a bit.
I mean, he's
but,
heading them
man,
south.
come
I
on.
don't even know why, because they have no energy. They're useless.
You see now why I say that he's like my favorite fucking foreigner in the CPL?
I mean, he's certainly
He's
fun
so
to watch,
crazy
man.
cool.
Yeah.
He's such a great stylistic player.
He's getting that Nidus down right away at his third. That's nice to see. And he'll be able to hold it over there with that.
It's insane too, because he does all this on 150 APM. Like, this isn't like a 300
Hey
APM
man,
guy.
don't be knocking on the 150 APM, right?
I'm not
Although,
knocking on it. I'm saying it's fantastic because you talk about, you know, a guy who's constantly using his army, moving it all over the place. You're usually expecting the guy to have a really significantly high APM because it does take a lot to be able to macro and micro all your stuff at the same time. But he does it so efficiently. He doesn't need 300 APM. He does it perfectly fine on 150, better than any other foreigner in the CPL that I know of.
Yeah, I mean, 150, 160, somewhere around there is about what my APM usually is. I'm pretty happy with that. But I did agree with something you said on your stream the other day, is that it's not a physical block, it's a mental block. Like, once you understand what it is you're supposed to do, your fingers just kind of do it for you, and you get faster as you go.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's just the more you play, the more you realize that there's more things that you need to focus on, right?
Oh man, watching irradiates happen in real time from an observer perspective, God, that's
It's painful.
annoying. Yeah.
It seems so cheap, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's just, oh, that's so brutal. Like, he had so much
Yeah,
here to
I mean,
defend,
obviously
and now he
Terran
does
needs
not.
it. I mean, obviously Terran needs it, right? But man, is it so painful to happen to you.
Well, okay. I mean, the vessel's just gonna suicide themselves in a scourge. That's kind of nice. We need
Reinforcing a little bit here.
Well, we got the Defiler here. Dark Swarm is available.
Oh yes.
Oh,
but the
too
first
late.
worker goes down
Yeah,
instantly.
and that Swarm's a little high. I mean, the
get
Lynx
the
get under it.
Defiler under the swarm! Get the Defiler under the swarm, please!
Doesn't need to. He's too distracted.
Oh man.
But this is
I
a lot of
could've gotten
bio
focused
just
down.
chilling in your base. You need constant swarms.
But do we have the Plague? Oh no, we don't.
Nope,
just
we have a
the
swarm move.
What is that swarm doing?
I just GG's.
Wow, preemptive.
Oh,
Yeah.
nope, double drop in the main.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah,
Yep,
shit.
neither did I. I was paying attention to the third. Makes sense.
God,
okay.
Boss Ross, come on, man.
Sorry, so
You can't catch all this.
I'm not the best of cat. I'm practicing. I'm getting better. That was
It's
actually
so hard. No,
this
I'm
was actually
fucking
my
with you.
first.
It's so hard to obs and cast at the same time.
Yeah, this was my first CPL observing cast.
Nice, dude.
I only did one other one.